I'm very lucky. And about my school community, it was like a dream come true. I'm very proud of it and I love it. My name is Said Fabuyar. I'm going to be totally honest. With the burnout, with nightmare projects, with nightmare clients, it is insane. I have the passion. I rolled my sleeves up. I'm going to do the work. Now I'm actually open to other design business owners who want to succeed.
That's amazing. How did you discover Skool?
It's so funny. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm like, this is a really good idea. Just obsessed. We found Alex Hormozi.
Do you know that a lot of people, you have a lot of creators that don't know who Alex Hormozi is?
Oh my goodness. This guy is like the second messiah. Like, oh my God. We made actual money with just his free courses.
Why should a creator consider joining Skool?
You shouldn't be on the beck and call of the algorithm. You have to have your own space where you make the rules. You are your own algorithm.
Before we dive deep into this episode, please give me just 1 minute of your time. What if I told you that there is a way to make Alex Hormozi your mentor and personal coach? Yes, it is possible. I was also blown when I discovered this truth, and I'm here to show you how. Hi, I am Jesse, the founder of Skool Incubation Academy, a free community on a mission to help 10,000 creators like you connect with Alex Hormozi and make him your mentor and coach. If you don't know Alex Hormozi, then after watching this video, I want you to Google him or search on YouTube and you will be blown away by his content. Many creators don't realize they can 10x their income and business growth simply by tapping into Alex Hormozi's wisdom and become part of his community called the Skool Games. And that is exactly why Skool Incubation Academy exists, to help creators like you directly connect with Alex Hormozi and join his weekly live calls, where you will have the opportunity to ask questions about your community and also your business growth. Here is what we offer in the Skool Incubation Academy community. The Skool Incubation community is a 100% free community. No hidden fees, no sales speeches, and we just provide pure support for free. We will provide you with a dedicated coach for 48 hours to kickstart your Skool community. Nothing is more exciting than that. We will provide you with a step-by-step guidance on how to join the Skool Games and become part of that community, and Alex Hormozi will become your mentor. Now you might be wondering, why are we doing this? Well, for starters, you are joining our free community. For us, that is exciting and that is really important. That is something we don't take light. But most importantly, you get to contribute to our mission by using our referral link below, which gives you a free 14 days trial of the Skool community. That is all we need, and we will be super grateful to anyone who will click that link and create their community using our referral link. Remember, it is up to you to make Alex Hormozi your mentor and coach. Let's make it happen. Thank you, and now back to the episode. Tell us about yourself and a little bit more about your community and what's your community about.
Well, my name, first of all, is Said Fabuyar, and I am an interior designer. Currently, I'm based in the Philippines, licensed in the Philippines as well. But since 2023, like last year, I focused on my interior design business consultancy, and the name of my business consultancy is Create and Foster. So, since then, I've been really building my consultancy business, really focused on it instead of my interior design practice. The reason for that is quite a lot. There are some personal reasons, like in terms of health. I had to step back a bit. I'm not so sure if you're aware of the design construction industry. It's just super, super stressful. It's next level. And for someone like me, I have a lengthy list of health ailments, but I'm not even going to start on that. But it just, with my health issues and all of that, I just had to take a step back and really focus on my consultancy business, or at least create a business that really manifests or resonates the kind of my dream business per se. So yeah, since 2023, I focused on my consultancy business, and I haven't stopped growing it since. And I've been having clients here and there, which is really good, which is nice. And about my Skool community, which we met, which you found me, apparently. It's the name is, I'm very proud of it, because it's actually the first. I'm really shocked it's not even taken yet. It's the interior designers community in Skool, and I love it because in terms of SEO, it's so easy to find.
Yeah.
I'm literally, when I started, I was already top 3 on the rank on the rank for when you search interior designer. I'm already top 3. Oh wow!
Wow.
So at yeah, I'm very lucky to be probably the first interior designer or interior design business, or any business related, interior design related business to join Skool, I guess. Because quite honestly, the other interior designer related communities are either not in English. I think the ones before me are German, and then others are really more focused on architecture, and I'm like the first one you see that really focuses heavily on interior designers. So yeah, about the community. It was like a dream come true, this community, because for so long, and I'm going to be totally honest, it was totally hard to get a lot of eyes on the business, especially when I know you understand this, Jesse, for sure, especially when you're I'm literally a small business owner. And I just want to go, but I have the passion, you have the passion to help. And my business was rooted from the cause of just really helping other interior designers who went through the same struggle as I did, with a burnout, with nightmare projects, with nightmare clients. Legal issues. Yeah, it was insane, my history as an interior designer. So sadly, even though I went to a full 4-year bachelor's degree of interior design, I wasn't prepared at all for the reality of the interior design business. We weren't taught at all how to. We weren't taught how to approach the business side of design. So, I rolled my sleeves up and, okay, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to try. This is an untapped industry. It's an untapped niche. And then with the Skool community, super happy that I'm able to gather other interior designers. Now I'm actually open to architects too, other design business owners who want to succeed, who want to reach certain milestones in their businesses. And so far we're growing.
That's amazing. That's an amazing story, and connecting it from your academic work and coming into the Skool community. So I want us to maybe take a step back and just talk about, how did you discover Skool? How did you come about Skool, right?
It's so funny, Jesse. It's so funny because I have my partner. I've mentioned my partner to you, but he's not. He's in a totally different space. He's in a fitness space. He's a fitness professional.
Okay.
Bachelor degree holder too. But anyway, in terms of the business side, I'm always the one looking for ways of like, how do we make the business better? So I'm always the one looking and searching online what could be the things that we could do. And that is the worst thing about me too, because I got us into a lot of failures, like mistakes, like the wrong moves. I've led him to that path, to a lot of wrong moves. But I remember it was Frank Kern. I don't know if you're familiar with Frank Kern. Is also the OG in terms of marketing and business, any business advice and marketing advice. He is like the OG. I just scrolled through my Facebook one time, and I remember we were at a really bad place with our businesses. We weren't growing at all. And I just saw his ad. And I remember, I think that was a $7 course or something. And I just hopped in. It was 3 a.m. in the morning. And I saw his course, and I hopped in, and then it led me to Skool. It led me to his Skool community, paid $7. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I couldn't stop talking to my partner about it since then. It was like probably, more than a year ago now. And then, the Skool platform was just incubating in the background. But I knew it was a platform that I thought that would, I don't know if you're like this too, because I bet you understand. If you see something, you just know that there's potential to it. And when I saw Skool, I jumped on the platform. I was just skimming through his courses. I was like, this is a really good idea. Like, he has his own community in this platform, and everyone was so engaged. Everyone was so helpful. But because of the day-to-day hustle, we really didn't think much about Skool at that point. We were like, we just really wanted to make money, like at that point, because we were like crawling. We have to make our businesses work. And then fast forward. Again, we were at the point of our businesses. There were a lot of highs and lows with our businesses. And we were at the point of both of our businesses that we just had another massive downfall again. We hired coaching that led to nowhere, and we spent thousands, Jesse. It was really bad. And then we were pretty depressed. It was at the point of our business again that we were rethinking things, like second guessing everything, like is this really for us? I mean, until we found Alex Hormozi's stuff. Not even the Skool ad yet, because he started advertising Skool, right? Yeah. We saw, it was my partner actually who found the $100 million offers website, and the website, Alex Hormozi's website, and he was just obsessed. He listened to his podcast like several times a day, and he was just obsessed. And he was the one who couldn't stop telling me about it. And until then, we were just big fans of Alex Hormozi, and we couldn't. So everything he said, we would just listen.
I think Alex has that. He has that kind of effect on people, right?
Oh,
and there are do you know that a lot of people, you have a lot of creators that don't know who Alex Hormozi is? Can you probably just say a little bit of things that you know, or maybe like the kind of impact he has gotten on you guys?
Oh my goodness. I feel so bad because I only knew about Alex Hormozi a couple of months ago, but I feel like this guy is like the second Messiah or something, the second coming or whatever. When he speaks, it's like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. We made actual money with just his free courses compared to the paid coaching that we did before. It is insane. Our business, just the trajectory of our businesses, it wasn't like immediate uphill for us. Of course, we were still like some hinders here and there, like boulders, but every time we applied the strategies that Alex Hormozi said we should, there was always a good thing that happened in the business. Like we'd have more clients coming in, close projects. It was insane. It was really good. But yeah, going back to that, and then we saw him do the ad, and it was funny because you wouldn't think Alex Hormozi would be the ad guy, you know? So he was there, he was showing himself everywhere. So I was telling my partner, oh my God, it's Skool again. I told you about Skool a couple of months ago through Frank Kern. It's in our faces again. We have to take advantage of this. And then the Skool games happened, and we took a long time because we were really worried that we were going to fail again. You know that feeling, Jesse?
Yeah.
We already spent so much money, so much time and effort, but I guess we had to reach that point of like going back into clean slate and just be in that humble state to open up ourselves for help like that. So, and then we plunged in. We went to Skool games, we did everything that they said, and then so far everything is going well. We're almost to 100 members. We're almost there. In just we're not even like a month yet. So, which is amazing.
Okay. So imagine people currently you have like creators listening to you. What would you say is what is like the greatest or the biggest selling point of Skool, and why should a creator consider joining Skool?
Okay, so what we discovered, even before Alex Hormozi, we understood the point that you have to not be on the desperate side of the algorithm. Like, you shouldn't be on the beck and call of the algorithm of other social media platforms. And that was the frustration. What we understood is that you have to have your own space where you make the rules, you create the friction, or you do everything. You are your own algorithm. We understood that concept, and so that you nurture your people. And with other social platforms, especially mainstream ones, I'm not going to name them here, but obviously the big ones, we were just super constrained and constricted with algorithm rules and trends. And I'm not the trend person. I don't jump into fads. I think I tried, but it just didn't really work for me. So because with that concept, we just carried that around, and with Skool, with this whole Skool community, it just made sense. And I believe that creators out there should really consider this because of exactly that concept, that you are in control when you have your own community. You're in control of the growth, you're in control of the rules, you're in control of what's going to happen. So it's also about accountability too. I mean, whatever happens in the community, within the community, it's really your responsibility. You're accountable. So yeah, every creator should check it out. I mean, if you're already hustling as a creator, it's not easy to create content. I've tried before doing a five-week posting challenge that led me nowhere. It's like, so I understand the struggle of the creator who just wants to succeed and get somewhere with their work. And with the Skool community, it's a perfect place for creators to thrive.
Yeah, I think you've made like really important points there, like having control of the algorithm, not chasing the algorithm. Instead, you dictate like what you really want in your community. That's like one big piece of Skool, and also like, what do you think about the ability of the possibilities of your audience being able to contribute to the development of the community? It's not just about providing comments, but also coming up with useful posts that can also keep basically all of you become creators. So it's not just
Oh,
you
yes.
as the creator, but also the audience can be part of the creation process.
Yeah, and I love that you said that, because with other social media platforms, you put out your content, you look at the metrics and see if it works. But with your own Skool community, you put out a post, you put out your videos, you put out your courses, you immediately have that feedback, you know? I mean, and no feedback is still feedback. Like, you go, oh, nobody commented on my post today, so is it a bad post? Okay, I'm gonna do better. Whereas when you're in social media, uh, and you don't get a response, you don't get comments on your post, you don't understand. I mean, I'm seeing that reach is there's just they just overcomplicate it back in the mainstream social media world. So I love that. I love that you said that the members also contribute and they become a part of the success of the content.
Okay, so that's really, yeah. I think that's a good point, and I think it's yeah, like all of us have creativity in us, and we need to um, inspire our audience to be part of that process, and they will contribute. Like you said, if you make a post and nobody responds, that is a response that tells you that you need to do
Yeah.
better. But also, you
Yeah.
have some there's some people who come at you and actually criticize you, and then you will deal with it in a matured way, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay, at least you're replying. So okay.
Exactly. So, when you were thinking about when you finally discovered Alex Hormozi and you were thinking about creating your Skool account, how did you decide, like, what exactly, like, the niche? I know you already have, like, your business background and so on.
Mm.
How did you refine that niche? What was, like, the thinking process? Probably engaging your partner, and so what was the process there?
It wasn't too hard. As you said, I already had a niche, and my niche was very specific. And I think that's also my biggest advice. Before you jump into making a community, you have to really understand your ideal client, your ideal client avatar, who you're targeting, what pain points you're answering to, what struggles you're helping alleviate, and so it wasn't really too hard. I think the challenge for me in the beginning was definitely just imposter syndrome. Like, am I really the right person? Because it's such a big responsibility. I overthought it for a moment. I was like, oh my God, I own the interior designers community in Skool. I mean, like, with that thought alone, I froze. It's like, do I really have what it takes to, like, lead interior designers into this community? So, but of course I had to step back. Like, come on. It's like, come on, just try it, just do it and see if it clicks. But yeah, it wasn't too hard because I already have a niche.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely the big struggle was just how to lay everything out, really speak the language, really relay the messaging, and really just
Okay. So did you get
dancing up the about page. Yeah.
yeah. So did you get somebody to configure it and the technical bit of it? How did you handle that? And if somebody, because I know some creators might be listening to this and be wondering, how do I handle the technical bit? How complex it is, or how easy is Skool?
That's what I love about Skool. I'm not sure about you, but I did everything myself. I did everything myself, but I feel I don't want to say that it's so easy. Easy is subjective. For me, I can't say that I'm not tech savvy. I am a bit because of my background, and I'm very much exposed to tech. So navigating the Skool platform was pretty simple, and that's what I love about Skool. is that they designed the interface to be really intuitive, nothing too fancy. Like everything is in its place. Like, and then I also love that they told you step by step what to do. So if you're a creator out there and you're worried that it's going to be complicated, it is not. You will figure it out because there are resources to guide you, and that's exactly what happened to me. Right now, I still do everything myself. I mean, I only have one moderator to help me to message people, to amp up the community, you know, to give some to hype up the vibe. But that's it. There's just the two of us, and but I still do everything myself. So that's what I love about Skool. It's so easy to use.
Definitely, you are on point there. Like I also did everything by myself, and I did it like within I think 2 or 3 days. I just figured it out, and I configured everything
Yeah.
by myself. So it's quite so easy. Like when you are when you enter Skool, like everything is right in front of you. You don't have to look for things around, and you can configure the platform as quickly as possible. So for me, I think
Yeah.
that's like one of the biggest winning points for Skool, basically making it so easy for anyone to be able to set up and start their own
And I'm sure
community.
they did that on purpose, definitely.
Definitely, yes. That's on purpose. Basically, they are competing with other platforms as well. But Skool, I think Skool is a future. I think so. All right. So let's talk
Yeah.
about let's say I'm somebody who is listening to you right now, and I want to join your community.
Oh.
Probably I'm thinking of going to going to interior design and so on. What is your selling point, and what's the structure of your community right now? Is it a paid or a free community?
Oh, okay. It's interesting, but so if you're an interior designer out there, an interior designer or interior design business owner or an interior design student, or an architect or whatever, uh, just I'd love to have you over the community. Right now, we're still free, but the way I'm designing, I'm still really thinking about it. I was supposed to switch it to paid when we get to 100 members. Right now, I'm still thinking about that. I mean, you understand probably, Jesse, that we have to to keep the lights on. I mean, I have a lot of courses in there that are free. I have a lot of resources in there. It's just right now, like currently as we speak, it's still free, but I only have a little slots left, like around probably less than 20 now. So hopefully by the time this reaches your audience, it's still free for them to come in. But once it's not, I still really encourage them to come in because with the paid community, with the community being monetized, I'm able to, and I've already started arranging agreements with international speakers. Hopefully hopefully I get you on my community to talk to me and talk to my members too. I'd love to have you. And then I was thinking having business consultants from other countries, with even in other industries like web designers or what else, like even my partner. I'm willing in the fitness space, everything that could help my members, interior design professionals, architects, engineers, with their businesses and also and also how to improve their lifestyles. That's the whole point. To help them. So hopefully, if there's anyone listening out there who's interested, yeah, they would resonate with that, and then join the community, and we can have fun.
Definitely, that's a good call. So let's say somebody is listening right now to you, and they are just thinking, "Oh no, Skool is not for me." What are they missing if they are not going to join Skool? If they decide not to go there?
Oh gosh, I was at their shoes. I was wearing their shoes months ago when I told my partner about Skool the first time. And quite honestly, my biggest regret was not hopping on the Skool games, not hopping on the Skool community immediately when Alex Hormozi took over. So take it from me, whoever's listening, who's still doubting, take it from me. This was the best decision that I did for my business. Creating the Skool community was the best, and I feel I'm still gonna stand by that statement, because it has opened up doors for me that I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to before. So, and it's getting pretty. It's pretty obvious now where this is going. I know Jason Derulo is in there. Mm-hmm. Russell Brunson, the CEO of ClickFunnels. So we're just that's just the start. I mean, this is only getting started. We're only gonna get bigger. So, especially for my niche, for my audience, who are business owners, they should really get on board. And Skool will not be gone. Skool will only be here to stay. So, yeah. Take it from me. Don't make the same mistake as I did, jumping in Skool this late. So jump on Skool right now and just wing it. Just wing it.
That's a nice call to action there for
wing
Alex.
It. Just wing it.
And the good part is, a lot of people don't know this, but I think the best part about being on Skool right now is the fact that you will have Alex Hormozi as your mentor, because he does have this live
Q&As.
Exactly. Can you talk about that? Because that's one of the biggest piece about joining Skool that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, it even went through me. Like, of course, that's one big reason they have to come in Skool, because Alex Hormozi himself does the Q&A, and he reads the questions one by one, and he really answers thoughtfully and intentionally, And yeah, I don't know if that still doesn't convince anyone to hop in. It's thousands of dollars worth of advice right there, resources that they can grab. So I would highly encourage anyone to hop on right now.
So basically, if you are a creator and you are still wondering whether you should be part of Skool, you are actually leaving thousands of dollars on the table. Untouched.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes. But are you, how about you, Jesse? Are you always on the calls? Because in terms of the time zones, it's pretty hard for me. But I always watch the replays, though.
Yes, sometimes I join. I don't join always, but I do listen to the recordings religiously. So I go over the recordings over and over just to make sure, because sometimes I want to get the knowledge, get it like muscle memory, right? Like,
yes,
I don't have to think about it. I already know what needs to be done. So when I face the challenge, I know. So that's how, if I don't have the chance of attending the live session, I will just listen to the recording. But I've attended one or two of those sessions.
Yeah, and I love that they have it available.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now let's say, knowing what you know right now, if you want to start a new community, what are the mistakes that you have done that you will totally try to avoid right now?
Oh, we were just talking about it this morning, that we have a plan to make another community, and we were just bouncing off ideas. But it's really to maximize maximize your efforts within the 14-day free trial. because I'm not too sure. I think if you start a new community now, you still have the 14-day free trial, right? Is that the same case?
Yes,
So
that's right.
I would I would just map everything out before I even touch make a new community, before I even click that button. I would map everything like day one, what am I gonna do? Day two, what am I gonna do? The goal for day three is this. If I don't get this goal, oh my gosh, this is not gonna monetize itself. So uh there would be a great advantage for sure. But yeah, that would be my that would be my advice for myself when I start. I'm gonna have like a full list of to-dos to make sure that within my 14-day trial, I already have paying members. I'm already able to, monetize it and make it worthwhile.
There you have
I
it.
think maybe isn't yeah,
Yeah,
isn't that the whole point of it? That's why the school games happen. They base it on the monthly recurring revenue. So that's just natural to
definitely.
think
I
about the
think,
income. Yeah.
yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it, because you have 14 days trial that are there for you, and if you can create
Yeah.
a very solid plan for that 14 days, and by the time the 14 days come to an end, you should be able to generate
Yeah.
enough revenue to pay for the subscription, and the subscription is very reasonable compared to the
Yeah.
value that you're going to get. Let's say you
Yeah.
just
Very
create a
reasonable.
community. Yeah, let's just say, okay, let's just assume that you just create a community. Probably you just want to be part of the school games, right? If that is even your goal,
Yeah.
you want Alex to be like your mentor. The amount that you pay as a subscription, the $99
Oh,
it's still nothing compared to the knowledge and
the
the
value.
experience and the value that you're going to get from Alex himself, and also the other creators on the community that are posting amazing posts. Sometimes they just blow my
Yeah.
mind. Like, it's crazy what's
Yeah.
happening there.
Yeah. I don't know if you're part of Andrew Curry's community.
No, no, I'm not.
The high tickets. You should. I'm gonna send you a link. The high ticket synthesizers, and
Okay.
what they do. Oh my! If you're blown away with the value that the school community members post, these guys will blow you even further, because what they do is if they succeed, if they have like success milestones, they write in a post like a step by step what they did from the first step, exactly what they did. And then it actually helped us. I mean, a couple of days ago I just found a post, and then it was about a cold DM strategy. And oh my gosh, they even wrote the scripts, what to use and what to say and what to do. And it was like, oh, this they're really sharing everything that they know. And that's what I love about school. Everyone in there just wants to help everyone to succeed. So we tried that cold DM strategy, and oh my gosh, it's so effective. It's like, gee, oh my gosh, it works so well, and now we can't stop doing it. So, but that's not just in that community. All of the members in school, the school community members, are so helpful and so happy and so joyous and so supportive. You feel like you actually find your home in the internet world finally in school. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to look at um, some other different set of questions that want us to look
Sure.
at it. Yes. So let's talk about maybe a little bit of challenges when it comes to managing a school community. So from your experience, like what like some of the, like, let's say the top two challenges that you've seen in terms of
Okay.
when you start the community, when you launch the community, and what are like challenges that anyone would expect to see?
Okay, so the first thing they have us do is to tap our warm networks or contacts, the people we know, right? And I think even though that was the easiest to do, when it came to the managing part of it, like when I finally have my friends in there, my friends who support me, unfortunately, it's really, really hard to get them to engage. I mean, I'm not dissing. I'm not saying that friends and family just don't support or whatever, but because they're not so, it's not clear for them how to support you because they already went into school for you, downloaded the app, and all of that, getting all these notifications on Skool. So they might not know how to support you afterwards, So in terms of management, you really have to, if it's like flowing water, you have to still design that we call this the pipe for the flow to go to a certain way. So what I did was I from the get-go, from the entry form, I put a set of questions that just puts the person who wants to join in the right mindset. The about page is good. It will give them an idea on what your community is about. But the intake questions, the form, and you can only put 3, by the way, really sets the tone about what you can do or what the community can do for them. So in the form, I have them answer 2 really important things. I have them answer what their goal is in the next 5 weeks. 5 weeks because that's actually how long my program goes. I have a program in there. And then the second question is, what has been the biggest struggle? Biggest struggle for you to reach that goal. So that really sets the tone for them. So going in, it's not so hard for me to manage them or strong arming them to post or do something. When they come in with that answer, for example, one would answer, she has a struggle getting clients. So on top of my automated DM, I would ask her, hey, I saw in your form that you're having some trouble in the client acquisition side. We have courses for that. I lead them to the courses, and I lead them to this. I connect them to someone. So the managing aspect, you have to really look at the individual, I guess, and formulate some, not rules, but formulate some way to have a connection with them. And I think in terms of managing, that's the most effective way I've seen so far. I mean, it's got, at least for my experience, it's gotten me good results.
Okay. Yeah. Some people might be wondering, like, some people struggle with like initial content, especially when the community is new. And let's say, for instance, you have existing audience. Let's say you have like a really large audience on social media, say Facebook and other social medias, and then you launch a Skool community. Maybe just the excitement, you went there and say, oh, I have started a community, and everybody is excited.
Yeah.
Let's say it's free, and people start rushing into the community, and then there is no content. Did you face that kind of problem? It's a good problem to have.
That's exactly what happened to my first few members. But that's the thing. My first few members were my friends, and I told them honestly. And there was a script that they gave us for it. That the community is still ugly. It's still ugly in there. So please bear with me. So, but it did happen for probably a full week because I was super overwhelmed, Jessie. This happens to me when I get too excited. It's like, oh, what am I going to do first? And but to tackle that, to get over that hurdle, because I was a bit confused, even though I was posting content regularly in my socials, I just didn't want it to be another like the similar platform for them. If you get what I mean? And it's like,
Yeah.
if I put the same content, if I just repurpose the content that I have in social media, then why were they in there in the first place? I'd feel really bad if that's the case. Then, so I still want it to be really exclusive for them. So what I did that had some traction was I messaged each and every one. I was at like 30 members at this point, and I messaged each and every one of them a personalized message like, "Hey, thank you so much for joining. As you know, we just started this community, and I would love to know what you'd want to see more here." And I'd get responses. They would say that I want to know more about the business side, this side about clients, about marketing. So that really helped, like talking to your members one-on-one. I still do that. I mean, I don't have a lot of members to message yet. We haven't reached 100, but I make it a point every week to touch base with each and every one, like actually talk to them and get them to engage. And tell me what they want to see, because the community exists because of them, so why not?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you need to tell your audience, but you also need to be careful, at least have something on there before you make the announcements, because it's easy for them to come, and then when they come, they are expecting something huge. And like you said, initially you talked about like making use of the 14 days. So for me, I would say probably you really try to do the work, plan yourself very well. Once you start your community, those 14 days, spend time, try to organize things. And then probably after the 14 days, you can start inviting people to come in. Because once people come in, and what we know about audience is that they will start to talk, they start to post, they might not understand the ins and outs of how to manage a community, and they don't know that if you already have like an existing, let's say you have an existing course somewhere, or maybe some content, you can just bring that content there, or at least try to get a community manager who is really good at creating posts, and just keep the engagement going. So speaking of engagement, what do you think, like what lessons have you learned about engagement really to keep things interesting in the community?
Well, I think the most interesting I'm doing now is I'm doing challenges too in the community. We have a bunch of challenges going on. Like we have our August growth challenge. We really want to grow the community, so whoever gets the most referrals in the community gets a prize. Those little engagement things, and it also hypes up the members too. Like, oh, this is so cool. And then we have another challenge. Like just literally now, I posted a 7-day challenge on getting a client within 7 days. I'm doing that challenge right now. So yeah, and it really also helps that you know your members individually, because like a member posted and shared her website, and I know another community member who's a website designer. So I tag her in the post and ask her to share her thoughts. Those things that a new community has to go through, like, hey, just guiding them to converse. Like, they're actually, it's like being in a room where everyone doesn't know each other yet, and you're the host, and you're guiding people to talk to other people right here and this side. So yeah, that's in terms of engagement, that has been slowly working. So it's good.
Great. And I'm sure sometimes you need to go and send personal messages to people on the side, just to connect with them. So that, I sometimes do that just to spike things up. I said, oh, okay, I think you need to do X, Y, and Z. You try to establish both personal relationship with some community members, as well as trying to engage the broader community. That's really interesting. And one of the things that I really saw from my own experience is that I see a lot of community members, they try to connect with me directly instead of addressing the issues in the broader discussion forums. They just want to
Oh.
contact you and have like personal discussions. So sometimes I have to ask them that, okay, can you post that in the general discussion so that to talk about that? I want
That's-
that to.
Yeah, I totally relate. I totally relate. And then, when they comment on a comment somewhere, so their post doesn't get seen by everyone else. So you're like, can you please repost this again in the community? But there's a lot of what do you call this, guiding that happens in the beginning stages. But I think also because Skool is very new, not a lot of people know what to do in Skool. And the
Yeah.
platform itself is really new, so everyone's awkward. Even you and I are still awkward in
Definitely.
school, I bet. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
All right. So as we come towards the end of this interview, I want to ask you one more
Aw.
question. Yes.
Really?
One more
That was
question.
fun.
Yes. So,
Yeah, go.
if you are to choose the best two features of Skool,
Oh.
what will those features be?
That is so interesting. I guess because I wanted it for so long, the courses feature. I really wanted to create my own courses, so the courses feature, I'm very biased. And the events, the online events feature, the calendar feature. Like you can do
Calendar.
anything there. Yeah, the calendar, and you can schedule live Zoom meetings, anything under the calendar. And so I love those two the most, more than the posts, more than the wall, the community walls. I love those two the most, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people really commend the calendar feature, having it there so you don't have to use something extra. And also when you have live events, they even show that pop. It shows like it glows.
Yeah, there's flags.
It glows.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that.
That's
The
really-
live, the red live
Yeah,
detail.
blue, yeah.
I love it.
Yes, yeah. It's amazing. It's basically it reminds people that if you are online, we are here. We are online. You can jump on.
Yeah.
That's really
I even
cool.
use that for course launches. Not even for webinar events. When I have I'm currently launching a course. I just put the link to the course instead of the Zoom link. I put a link to the course, and that just flashes there for 24 hours. So it's there right in their face. Or they use my course. Get the course right now.
That's cool. That's cool. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sid. I
Thank
really
you so much.
appreciate you jumping on this call.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, I'm looking forward to joining your group. I will join the group. I'm not a designer, but I hope I will be able to learn a few things
You're
here and
gonna
there.
join my group.
Yes, I'm going to join you.
Oh, I would love to have you in there. I would love to have you in there. We need some of your vibe in there, because I think my members are probably busy, super busy. It's so sometimes it just gets too quiet. We need some Jesse in there. and I need to get you on a podcast too. I should do podcasts
Yeah,
too.
definitely,
You gave me a
definitely.
really good idea.
Definitely, definitely. All right, thank you so much. Really
you
appreciate
so
this
much,
conversation.
Jesse.
Yes, yeah.